a person on their way to really integrating the openness of reality, or the interconnectedness of reality, or the deeper compassionate spirit of reality, will have an ability, an almost voluntary ability to override evolutionary instincts and stay in the pocket of the threatening situation and not let the alarm bells sound so intensely that there's no longer any choices, but actually sort of survive the knee-jerk instinct and create a little space that in the meditative traditions we like to call the gap, sort of similar to when you're getting on a subway. You'll notice that between the platform and the train there's a little gap and a little sign that reminds you, mind the gap. And in meditative traditions we sort of understand that as mind the gap between your automatic impulses from evolution, which will carry you along the trajectory of more threat and danger, and the best part of our nature, that is caring and problem solving and free thinking and creative. And if you could just pause, hit a pause button for a very small moment, you could actually consciously choose to do different things in that situation. You could choose to stay connected. You could choose to share your feelings. You could choose to work collaboratively. You could choose to stay calm and access your problem-solving mind. And all of those things will help you far more effectively than your fight-flight instinct. And at no time does that suggest that it's all in our minds that there's a threat or a danger. It's just really putting the threat and danger in a more realistic context. Financial pressures or a fight aren't life or death. They do exist and they need to be dealt with, but what's the best way to deal with them? And every human being inside of them has a capability to connect, to problem solve, to be more creative than they probably realize or recognize, and certainly more so than evolution has allowed us to really exercise. You know, in my own life as a therapist, I engage with people in 45-minute sessions or an hour sessions in which we're really at the most threatening points possibly in a human interaction, where someone is very, very vulnerable and probably very, very stressed. And I'm sometimes cast in the role of an aggressor or a parent or a threatening other. And so what happens is I can see the claws and fangs of the evolutionary instinct kicked in for some of my clients in a heated moment, where their brains are basically telling them that I'm a threat and that they need to protect themselves. And that could easily trigger my instincts to do the same and meet them with aggression or shut down my emotional attunement with them. But yet what they really need is a new parent or a new guide or a new friend that's actually receptive to them and can survive their initial blows, to help calm their nervous system and help remind them that they're actually safe. And if we could survive that together, and we could disarm together, what that opens up the possibility for in psychotherapy parlance is called a corrective emotional experience, in which another human being anticipates that they're going to be rejected and shamed and antagonized, and actually gets the opposite. And that is so refreshing and so important, because it might be the dawning of a new experience in which they can finally let go of some of their past trauma and receive the very thing that they have been in search of their whole lives, which is to be witnessed and acknowledged and understood and cared for.